You would think he'd be calm with all the old spawn.
Gentlemen, welcome to your Media Day press conference. Coach, if you could just start by introducing yourself and the players you have in here with you today.
Team captain Nick Donatucci, team captain Jaden Vela,
And you are?
Coach Mike Goulet.
If you can, just start by sharing with everyone a little bit of your coaching background. I know it's just a couple of years now you've been at Northeast. Take us through the process that got you there to coach in the Hurricanes.
Well, I started coaching at Taravella with Coach Stein. He brought me in 2008. Coached JV. I was the head JV coach from 2009 to 2014. And then I got the head coaching job at Coral Glades 2015 and 16. And then from there, I went to Northeast, and this is going on my third year.
I bring it up because I think we're getting right to that. This is kind of that year for you guys, am I right?
This is the year that there's no excuses, no anything. It's get it done.
Take me through a little bit of the personnel. What kind of team that you have.
Well, last year when we lost that game to South Broward in the semifinals, we actually got better. We had a lot of kids that came from the local Little League, and 5 of them graduated, and we had 2 left that actually been with us for 3 years now. So they, that Little Leagueness is out now. And then we had a couple good transfers come in. Ryan Guida for one of them. And we picked up a pitcher and another infielder, and then another kid came over from Treasure Coast. And got a nice freshman second baseman and a freshman catcher. So they all have that baseball background, and practices have been really productive. We're running it a little different than we did in past because of the Little League that is now gone, and the kids are working really hard. They're a good group. They get along, they hang out in school, and I couldn't be happier to see what they can do this year.
Yeah, we're going through the whole evolution here with the team the last few years. Give me a little bit of a point of view from the player perspective. Where we're at and where you're headed.
Right now we're at a very strong spot in where we're at, and we can only get better from here on out. There's no going downhill; it's just going up from here.
And I think pitching wise, you guys are looking. There's pretty good depth on the mound. Am I right?
Yeah, we lost a solid pitcher last year because he chose not to play baseball this year. We picked up a decent pitcher between Guida and Cameron. And so this year, we still got to get by Pines Charter, the 4 years in a row. And South Broward was always the number 2 seed. So, in order to compete with them, we have to play our best baseball.
What's the key to that? What is the one area that you guys are maybe focusing the hardest and saying this is the thing we have to improve on the most?
With us, it's always 7 strong, and from last year to this year, we came a long way. So we're coming in this year strong. We're ready.
Talk a little bit about the schedule that you guys have this year. Some of the teams you're going to be playing. Is there any particular games that you got circled you're really looking forward to?
Well, the 27th, out of the bat, we play South Broward, first district game, and then the following week we play Pines Charter. So our district's pretty much, it comes down to those 2 games, and then we have the Dillard Dealies in the BA, and we can't let up on Dillard because Dillard's gotten a lot better than they have in the past, so we can't overlook them as well. But it's like the first week of March, our district's going to be settled who's the 1, 2, and 3 seed, and I'd rather have it later in the season, but we have it now, so we got to deal with it. And we're going to be strong for both those games.
Yeah, with that being the adjustment you have to make, talk about. I guess you kind of have. I guess the rest of the season after that is almost just to prepare you for that playoff.
Correct.
District playoffs.
Correct. Our last game of the season is against Nova, which is a top-notch program. So that's the game that we're gonna, hold accountable for the district game that's coming up.
Especially getting the opportunity where I've been able to spend a lot of time around the program. Talk about the chemistry and the camaraderie that all you teammates have together, because it's very elegant and very strong there.
The chemistry's always been strong, but this year it seems like the chemistry is really building up more, and it's just getting stronger. And this chemistry is going to make us perform a lot better. So it's getting really good.
Being one of the veterans, one of the main guys, top guy in the pitching staff. talk about your role and you know, the veteran guys kind of setting that example, especially when everybody's kind of on the same page, you know, getting along.
Yeah, my role this year, it won't be early in the games more. It'll probably be more in the later innings. But being a veteran, we're always trying to teach the younger kids that are freshmen, sophomores, how to act when they're in our grade and how they're going to perform, and teach the kids that are lower than them.
How have the younger guys been responding so far?
They're great. They're responding. They're performing well. They just keep getting better.
Let's talk a little bit about the field. I know every time that I go over there, it seems like there's something new being added. You guys have been making a lot of great improvements. You know, how's Davis Field looking?
Coach Babe and Coach Mike put a lot of work into that field. I mean, they're there pretty much 7 days a week, and they're always coming up with new ideas to improve the field. And you know, I let them have at it. It's their field. They can do whatever they want because they've earned it. They've come out there. They put condition on the field. We got all the windscreens up. We got more windscreens. You know, last year we moved the bullpen. You know, this year we added a shed inside our dugout, so this way it's easier for us to get everything. We have a JV team for the first time in a long time, so they help prepare the field as well, get them ready for the next step. But at the end of the day, without the coaches, the head coach really ain't going to get anywhere.
JV team. I know that was when you first came over. I know that was something that was a big focus on you. How does it feel now to be there and have that? That's a huge step for the program.
It feels incredible. You know, I've always prided myself on trying to take a program that was down and trying to bring it back up. And you know, my coaching staff feels the same way because they came with me from Glades. So they actually. You know, we're actually happy right now. This was the year that we thought it would take us 3 to 4 years, and in the third year we should be right where we want to be.
What's that like for you guys as players? I feel that enthusiasm, that excitement. You know, how do you guys kind of weather that and use it positively throughout the year to keep motivating you?
Well, being at Northeast my 4 years and people coming in and out, transfers coming in, and it's different, but at the same time, like once you come on the team, you become family, and that's how we do it. So coming in this year, like my coach Mike said, we thought it would be about like 3 or 4 years to make it this far, and we're getting to that level. So this year should be big for us.
What's the key to getting by Pines Charter? I know they've kind of had a stranglehold of the district the last several years. I mean, they've earned that recognition, obviously.
Got to play 7 strong. Last year we played about five strong, sometimes 6 strongs, and we just had that one bad inning. And this year we got to put it together. I mean, they're actually a lot better than they have been this year than they have in the last couple of years. You know, we kind of watched them in fall, and their defense is very solid. You know, they have the catcher that goes to Vanderbilt. I have a lot of respect for him. Their pitching staff, they don't make mistakes, and we have to play perfect baseball.
What did you guys do in the fall? Did you guys have a fall season? Did you play games? Did you work out?
Yeah, we did both. We conditioned. We played about 16 games, and we just worked on certain things, certain goals. Looked at some of the new kids, where they're going to fit in, and it was a good fall. Probably the best fall we've had since I've been there.
How about from player point of view, you know, how helpful was your fall training to get you guys where you're at right now?
The fall training gets better every year. We have Coach Babe, that's our conditioning coach. He conditions us more in a baseball way than in a running way. So he's there to build muscle and get conditioned running too. And it's just making us better. So.
As the captains of the team, do you guys feel any pressure this year to perform and not let coach down? Like he said, it's kind of like the third year, put up or shut up.
Like yes and no, because we know what we got to get done and how to provide for the team and set an example. So having that with us captains is a smart choice.
It's a fun time over there. Every time I go there, I just enjoy myself. And sometimes we get so focused on winning the district title and getting better and getting signed in college, and we just forget to go out there and enjoy ourselves. But that's definitely an element that you guys have managed to maintain at Northeast. You know, how important is that? How vital is that to what you guys do?
Oh, it's very, very important. I mean, this year we had 5 kids signed, which is the first in a very long time. So we're proud of that. That's actually probably the biggest thing, even bigger than winning states. But now the goal is to win that district title, first time since 2013, and hopefully take it from there. I mean, we have the talent to do it. We just got to play flawless baseball.
I think that's just about everything I have. What did we talk much about your schedule? You know, I know that you've got the stuff at the beginning. Are you guys doing a spring break tournament?
We're doing the HSBN spring break tournament. We're having it at our field, so we get to stay close to home. And last year we did it, and we liked watching the games that were out there. And there was a lot of competitive games. Actually, I think the championship game went a very long time, and we actually
Yeah, it
enjoyed
was
that
a lot
game.
of extra innings, if I remember.
So I remember it was a walk-off home run, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you know, it's a good tournament. I like playing teams from Palm Beach and Miami, so it's a very solid tournament.
And just like you said too, which is part of the reason why I like to bring it up, is it was a really great environment there in Northeast to have that as well. You know, is that something that really matters to you, that you guys get to be one of the hosts and have all that great baseball again? That, you know, a really awesome championship game was played there last year.
Yeah, no, listen, we're trying to get Northeast back on the map. A lot of people are taking notice. I mean, from our first year going 9-13 to 10-13, and this year hopefully a better record. You know, the schedule's not as strong as I would like it. You know, our ADs, they put the schedule together and they had to do what they had to do to compare with the softball schedule and busing and stuff like that, in which we understand. But this is the schedule we have, and it's the schedule we have to deal with, and we have to play very hard and still compete, and we can't have that lackluster game.
I think that's pretty much everything that I got for you guys. I appreciate you having the time here with us today, especially with some of the younger guys. Was there anything about, you know, today that really made a huge difference in the process going forward, having them be a part of this?
We have 2 freshmen and a sophomore that want to transfer from Treasure Coast, and the 2 freshmen, you know, the 2 freshmen are actually, one's going to start at second, the other one's going to be the backup catcher, and then the sophomore will be a backup outfielder. But he's come a long way, and all 3 will get a lot of playing time on JV as well. 2 of them pitch, so that's good. They'll get a lot of pitching down there. So when they're ready to pitch at varsity level, they'll be ready to go. So, but Manny is going to be a very solid ball player growing up. Robert Zuwani comes back. I believe he'll have a better year with the bats. He's been working really hard with his at-bats, taking a lot of ground balls, so he's ready to make a better year. Logan Rose has been going to the Grindhouse and doing the velocity program with Coach Sean Farrell, so I expect him to step up. So the guys are putting in the work, and they're doing what they have to do to get better, and that's what I like to see.
Well, you know, I like to see it too, Coach.
I know, Bubba. We miss you out there, actually.
I appreciate you guys coming today, and I wish you guys the best of luck this season. I look forward to get out there and seeing one of them, or many of them, go win that district title.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I play toys with him? Can he just stay in here and play?
Good job, high five. Good job, be quiet. Good job.
Oh, it's on the YouTube page.
See? Now
We got
you
that
know.
YouTube channel. It's all posted. Yeah, you
You did a very
yeah.
good job.
Hey, remember, district championship.
We're still on, just so you know.
I'm letting you know.
Thanks so much.
Next over, I want you to kill him.
You did a very good job.
I need to be taught how to hit.